write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back tie, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. Tempers.
Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. Losing is not even fun.
All right, we are live on Friday night. This is the Highline Racing Network, and I'll be your broadcaster tonight. And I go by that name of Tommy Rogers. Well, tonight is looking pretty good. We've already got 43 drivers registered. We're going to bounce around. We're running a little bit later than we'd like to normally hop on and start, doing our jump around the track and start looking at some of the guys. We're going to get that going now because we got a few other things we need to work on. Taking a look here, Zach Flippin. Good to see you out here. Along with Jason Berg right there with him in the Ford Mustang going around. There, being tracked as 15 with a 21 on his car tonight. We got Dark Horses, Craig Rowe, also of CSR Broadcasting. He's in the house tonight. Looking at Garrett Caswell there in the 87. Got the Premier Racing setups on the side. Good to see you out here, Garrett. Kyle Chafin, he was our point. I think he got third place last night. and he also was our pole setter, so good to see him back with us tonight. Kyle Cameron, the captain of AWR, in the house, watching him come out right now. Going to see if he can get some practice laps in. Big Joshua Sprague is back in the house. He was with us last night as well. Last night he was running a number 20 Home Depot car, and tonight he's in a whole new getup. Easton Collins also with a new setup tonight. Last night he was running nothing but green cars. Looking way better, my man. Big old pit party coming out of pit road right now as we're trying to get eyes there on the Mountain Dew number 30 of Jason Johnson. Jason Johnson is a A-class driver with a lot of upside. Our reports say watch out for him because they say that he has a tendency to run up front most races, but on occasion he can make a mistake, slip up, and get in a wreck. I don't know, that doesn't seem like great info because that sounds like pretty much me and most of the drivers I know. But now we got Mark Cyphers on here in the 60 Coca-Cola car. We got Jim Segredo. Jim Segredo there in the AWR 21 with the Highline Racing Network down the side. We're looking at the jet, people. This is the voice of Highline Racing Network. He is in there talking to the drivers. He's giving them all the rules. He's making sure they're staying in check. And all the while representing Toronto right across the hood. Adam Rohn with us as well. Adam Rohn's raced with us last night as well. Good to see him back in the Huskers car. Craig Martin of Piston Broke Motorsports in the 40. Good to see him out here. He's got Julio's across the hood. We're going to see one more, and then we're going to jump over to episode 13 for those that have not seen it. But right now we're looking at Noah Richardson, as these guys got an outstanding pit party going right now. All right, guys, well, get ready. We're going straight into episode 13.
Welcome back to the show. Dover was amazing, and Dark Horse did not win this one. I am serious. We had 3 new podium finishers. Hey, Dan, show these race fans what's up.
I gotcha, girl. The Monster Mile was amazing. Sure, we had a big wreck early and lost a few drivers, but then it was a battle all night with some beautiful green flag racing. But not for LSH, as their lone car was disqualified before the race due to a modified rear spoiler. Let's head to Dover and hear from LSH's star driver about this.
Yeah, that was the last straw, man. Dave got the crew to make the change without my knowledge, so I am finished with them, and I'm signing with Average Joe Racing, baby.
Wow, what a change in the series as LSH has disbanded and have left the sport. AJR is getting a star in Alex Lebaugh as he has settled down and is climbing the leaderboards and gaining the respect of the league. We are going to show Stage 1 right after a quick break.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
The points leader, Trevor Haley of DHR, takes Stage 1, and he continues his reign of dominance. Check it out.
As he's on the middle of the backstretch, bringing it around to lap 30.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan.
Keep it up,
Trevor
Trevor.
Haley.
I'll be quick.
Trevor Haley has captured stage 1 right here in Dover on the Highline Racing Network, courtesy of Tommy Ryan. Wow.
Valentine's Day was a blast. Watching the O'Reilly series with my girl here was cool, but Sunday was what we were waiting for.
That's right. There's nothing that I love more than the Monster Mile. Babe, you knew this.
Well, I guess we should go ahead and take a coffee break. You heard it here. We are proud to support Horsepower Coffee. Stage 2 was no surprise as DHR's Nick Bauman brings home the points. Let's see how it all went down and catch a word with DHR's CEO.
We're at 59. Coming through turn 3. Looks like he's going to easily take stage 2 right here in Dover in the 88.
Spin. Caution.
There it is. Dark Horse Racing picking up yet another stage win for Dark Horse Racing. Congratulations, Nick Bauman.
Look, guys, Trevor still has 2 more races to pick up a win, and I have faith. Y'all need to back off. He is already stressed enough as it is. No more questions.
Timothy Tyler sounded a little concerned even though he said he has faith. But let's get the scoop on the win. It was a newcomer show with Ryan taking the pole in 2nd place, SMT's Wesley taking 3rd, and the man, Connor Popplewell, taking the win.
We're going to come off a 4 right here, and it's going to be Haley with a big jump. Hebert again with not a great start. Both these restarts, Hebert has struggled, and it's Haley with the lead. Popplewell right there behind him, Ryan in 3rd, but he's back about 4 car lengths as Popplewell looks to the outside of Haley, coming off of 2 down the back straightaway. Going to take a look. Oh, Haley into the outside wall, catches the outside wall, goes down and bounces off the bottom, the infield wall, and that is going to let Popplewell to the front. Popplewell and Ryan, 1 and 2, as they're going to come across for the white flag.
Wow, white flag is out. Wow, so unfortunate for Trevor Haley going into the wall, but now what's going to happen with Connor Popplewell? White flag's out with Tommy Ryan right behind him. Grant Wesley of SMT there in 3rd with Trevor Haley in 4th, still in the fight. But I think he's fallen off the pace, Chris. Brandon Showers there in 6th. As here it is. The race is over with Connor Popplewell taking the checkered flag right here on the Highline Racing Network at Dover. Wow, Connor Popplewell is a new driver.
Connor stepped up big tonight, winning his first race on the big screen. Let's get down to winner's circle.
This is amazing. I never would have thought I could be a part of this. We freaking won.
What a way to start your career on the High Line. Team owners are probably already making offers for the rookie phenom. Now to stats. The standings are taking fold as Haley and Bauman hold the top 2 spots. Yeah. But Haley has still yet to get a win.
Eric Hayden is in 3rd, and Jerry Fassett of AWR is now tied with Corey Cook in 4th. Let's see how Richmond affects this.
And well, that's going to wrap up this week's episode of the show. We only have 3 weeks left, so you better get in while you can. Peace out.
All right, we are back. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 13. We're looking at about 10 minutes before we're getting ready to head into the race. So we're going to spend a couple of minutes, see if we can't look at a couple more things here in the race. And we are going to get on over to a new little fan clip we got. And we got to get towards that national anthem, guys. So be ready. We're going to be moving around real quick, though. We got Jason Fugata in here. Wanted to give a big shout out to him. Glad to see him with us tonight. We also got Alec Correa. He's a top-notch driver. A lot of guys have told me that he will run top 10, and he will more than likely make a big bid at the final to move into a top 5 position. That's good news. I think we showed Easton Collins a little bit earlier, but at the same time, we'll show some love, man. He's got a lot of fans in the chat right now. Big shout out to ADM. Good to see him out here again. We got Christian Rhodes of Slightly Dangerous Racing. He's in the house. We got Josh McKinney. He just recently signed today with Larkin Boyer with LBS. Outstanding. Good to see that. And we got Jacob Johnson in the house. All right, let's see. All right, so looking at some of the teammates, AWR is in the house right now, represented by Justin Lee Pearson, Eric Hayden, Kyle Cameron, Jim Sagridu, Ryan Wilson, and Zach Cato. These guys are going to be battling tonight. Let's see. Looking for some of these guys. We got Craig Rowe is showing up tonight as the lone dark horse driver currently. Good to see Craig Rowe of CSR Broadcasting out here. Joshua McKinney, they're showing up with Larkin Boyer on the LBS racing team. Outstanding. And we're looking, we want to see if Easton Collins picked up any new teammates. Let's see what we can do here. See if we can't get his to work appropriately. I think we're gonna have it. I think we'll have it working here now. Looking for Easton Collins one more time. I have to work on that. We'll take a look at that here just in a moment. We'll come back and see if we can't get it figured out. In the meantime, I think I know what it is. I think I'll get it fixed real quick, but we're gonna move on and we're gonna go into some of our fan clips. We're gonna show you the most current as well as our previous fan clip. Hope you guys enjoy. Here it is, Ryan Wilson, Justin Lee Pearson, and the new kid on the block, Easton Collins.
How y'all think the race is going to go tonight?
Hell, Wilson in that 23 car has got this in the bag, baby. I guarantee that.
Wilson? Hell, he can't win if Cato is not here. Justin is on a roll, so honey, get in line.
Yeah.
We are the biggest fans of Easton. Let's go, ADM! 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 ADM!
If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal.
Yeah, I'm in the veins, feeling like a dark horse. Nothing can contain me. Hit with pause. Every race I'm taking.
All right, that was the latest fan clip. But we're gonna move over to the national anthem. We're gonna get that knocked out, and if we have enough time, we'll show you our old fan clip. But in the meantime, get to your feet.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, qualification is over. We figured out what was wrong with the ADM logo for Easton Collins. So we got that situated. We got it up on here for now. We'll make sure we're going to tweak that one just a little bit, make it look a little bit better for the broadcast. But in the meantime, we're going to continue to bounce around and take a look at who else is on track qualifying, as it looks like we need to trying to get a good eyes here on Jacob Johnson. Jacob Johnson currently 13th. Jacob Johnson, another A-class driver running in the 69 monster car. Ryan Wilson, we saw his fan just a little bit ago. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Ryan might get a kick out of it, or he might give me a kick. One of the two. We'll see. There he is, getting his qualification on in that beautiful 23 car. And just the same, Justin Lee Pearson running around in that iRacers Lounge podcast with the AWR and the Highline Racing on it. Good to see that. Justin Lee Pearson, number 58 for the AWR team. We also got Garrett Caswell. Garrett Caswell out here tonight. Taking a look at the leaderboard, we now are showing Forns, Matt Forns, with a 53.95. He's holding it down with top spot, with Darren Sabalo right behind him with a 53.96. Wow. Our pole setter last night, Kyle Chafin, really curious to see what kind of numbers he throws down as he's on his first lap as we speak. I do expect to see him jump up here shortly. He is very fast, but he's also methodical once the race starts. I watched him last night, really without a fight, drop back after winning pole, and then battled his way back up towards the end of the race to get a podium finish. Connor Phillips sitting in 10th place right now. See how that goes for him, as we're going to take a look at Noah Richardson. And his qualifying is coming to a close here any minute now. Does look like qualifying is almost finished. Larkin Boyer of LBS in the house, coming through with the top spot so far. Larkin Boyer, who's run quite a bit with the Spire Motorsports Junior Esports team, has got to spend some time with pretty much most of the people involved in Spire, and I'm jealous. But it's awesome having him out here running with us tonight. We're gonna take a look real fast at our, let's see, we're gonna try to take a look at our leaders here as they start to grid up. But we're in Talladega tonight, guys. As you can see, we're looking at about 65 degrees with 28% humidity and a 10-mile-an-hour wind flying down that backstretch, which is going to give these guys a little extra boost as they're going down that backstretch for sure. It does look like these guys are starting to grid up. All right. All right, starting in row 1 tonight will be Larkin Boyer and Nathan Barrows. In row 2, we got Garrett Caswell and Dylan Drilling. Coming in row 3, Matt Forns and Kyle Chafin. We got Darnell Sabalo and Christian Rhodes of Slightly Dangerous Racing. We got Connor Phillips and Nicholas Barrows in row 5. In row 6, Tristan Murphy and Ryan Wilson. We got Sheridan Wade and Andon Mendenhall there in row 7. Joshua Sprague and Kyle Cameron of AWR picking up row 8. Jacob Johnson and Jason Berg, row 9. Robert Lavelle and Jason Johnson in row 10. Jason Fugata and Adam Rohn, row 11. Noah Richardson and Joshua McKinney, who just signed up with LBS, also runs in the Masters of the Draft League with G Lightning. So you know he's a top-notch driver. Keeping an eye on you, Josh. We got Justin Lee Pearson and Adam Kilday picking up row 13. Greg Martin and Tristan Newman, row 14. These guys are starting to get on the move. As in row 15, we got Brandon Taylor and Shane Weirs. Ethan Johnson and Zach Flippin in row 16. Chad Weirs and Easton Collins picking up row 17. Wesley Abston and Andrew Mordecai, I think is how you're going to say that, in row 18. Nate Fields and Alec Correa there in row 19. Donald Stewart and Dalton Steele, row 20. Craig Rowe and Zachary Cato of AWR. And Craig Rowe of CSR Broadcasting and of Dark Horse Racing there in row 21. Eric Hayden and Brandon Newton in row 22. Jim Segredo and Will Dawson, row 23. Douglas Henry and Mark Cyphers, row 24. Scott Howe and Tyler Reed, row 25. Kevin Lee and George Bellini, row 26. Andon Schmutz and Dean Viney, row 27. And last but not least, we got Christian Tinkler picking up row 28. All right. we are getting ready to go green. Pace cars lights are out. Pace car is in. Larkin Boyer of LBS and Nathan Barrow gonna do the honors as they're coming into the Pedley's Garage start zone as we speak for Friday night on the Highline Racing Network.
Ready, green flag.
And the green flag is out and Larkin Boyer's on the
Caution
move.
Any thoughts on pitting or staying out
This is
at
going
all?
to be an outstanding race tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We do not know what just occurred, but apparently the caution has come out just as we're going green. Not sure what's happening there. We're gonna let you guys sit right here for a moment. We're gonna see if we can't get word on what exactly is going on. All right, I just got word from the admin team. Apparently, we had a wreck right on the start involving Tristan Newman, Easton Collins, and Craig Martin. So we're going to jump over and take a look at that real fast. We're going to go full speed, because we're going to be going back green here shortly. Oh, it just looks like the 40 gets into him, causing a stack up of wrecks there. Wow. And we're going to go back live. Get situated back on the leaders. That is not the way you want to see a race start tonight. Looks like everybody's waiting on the pace car here. Let's take a look at chat while we got a chance here. We got a lot of chat, a lot of people in the chat tonight. Looking, let's see here. Latest messages. What numbers are AWR cars? Well, let's see if I can't give you some indication of just that. There are your AWR cars. 23, 55, 58, 7, 0, 0, and 21 tonight. Larkin Boyer and Joshua McKinney there for LBS. There could be a lot of other teams in here tonight too, guys. A lot of newer drivers. I see some guys, same last name. I'm sure these guys are teammates. I'm sure they might even be family. You know, but at the end of the day, if you guys are going to race with us on a regular basis, reach out to us, man. Get us your logo. We'll get all added here. We'll have you guys all set up. No problem. It only takes a couple of minutes. As you see here, we got Christian Rhodes showing up. He just got his Slightly Dangerous logo to us about 5 minutes before the race was getting ready to start. So like I said, we're getting better about getting them in, getting them to show up. So like I said, get us your logo. We'll get it out here, man. Says Mal is cheering on Caswell in the chat. We got to figure out who Caswell is. I see him, Garrett Caswell. There he is. Make sure Mal gets good eyes on Garrett. Everybody loves a good Mal. You got to make sure you take care of them. As we're looking at chat, everybody's cheering on Easton Collins. We're going to see if we're going to go back green here. Does not look like we're going back green just yet. So we're going to get eyes on Easton Collins again, since they're cheering him up in the chat. We got some people saying Highline's the best series we've seen so far. Hey, man, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. We really, really do. We put a lot of effort in this trying to get it to go. And I see CSR Broadcasting. He's popping up in chat saying, go Craig Rowe. That's right. Most of what we learned is from Craig Rowe and CSR Broadcasting. So big shout out to CSR Broadcasting. For all of you that like Highline, check out CSR Broadcasting. Let's see. We're going to try to find... We're looking for Easton. Not sure where he fell to in the leaderboard just yet. There he is. Easton Collins, like I said, with Aaron Dack Motorsports, he's looking for teammates as well. And I'm not sure, but he tends to have a real spotter that helps him out. His name is Aiden. A lot of guys call him the ostrich. And oh my goodness, we already got guys going around again. Man, if I know for a fact some of the admins are probably getting ready to take action. They're going to start removing drivers that are going to be causing issues. You can't come in here and not pay attention. You can't ruin everybody's race. Let's see this real quick. It looks like several guys involved here. Wow, looks like Cato just might not have been paying attention there on his incident, but at the same time, he didn't hit anybody. All right, we got to get back on with Larkin Boyer. It does look like we're finally going green with Larkin Boyer on the bottom, but Garrett Caswell there on the top, as we are finally green flag racing here in Talladega on the Highline Racing Network. We are tight 2x2 all the way back. Nobody taking it. Oh, just as I'm going to say no 3 wide, 2 cars hop to the high side. It looks like it's probably Christian Rhodes. I'm not exactly sure. I see a 77 up there. Christian Rhodes there in the AC Delco car, right there on the middle line, I should say. As we're 2x2, 8 rows deep. Christian Rhodes locked on. Locked on to Garrett Caswell there. Garrett Caswell says, no sir, I want the bottom line. A lot of guys tend to prefer the bottom line in the Gen 7 car. We got somebody in the chat saying crank it up. I'm not sure if he's trying to tell us we need to adjust the volume or what. We got a little bit of action back there as these guys are moving it around though. By 2 as far back as we can see. We're going to start bouncing around, get eyes on some of these cars. LBS's finest, Larkin Boyer there in the 41, currently sitting in second place. Moved up to the high side, overtaking as we speak. Going to be a battle all night, it looks like, between Garrett and Larkin. Back in 20th. We're going to go back here and take a look at some of the guys running the back of the pack towards the back to the middle, thereabouts. We got some guys jumping 3 wide already back there. We're sitting here on Brandon Taylor there in the Hendricks car, number 5. We're going to take a look at Ryan Wilson. Ryan Wilson there in the AWR car. Brandon Newton as well. Brandon Newton in 23rd, started 44. Wesley Abston. Good to see Wesley. Wesley currently in 27th. Whoa, they're going around. Shane Ware's going around. The 39's involved. The 44. At least 3 or 4 cars. Another one as he's trying to capture it. Just can't hold on. We're going to go back and take a look at it. We're going back right now. We're going back old school. That one happened right in front of us. We're going to watch it from this angle. Here we go. We're going live. We're not live. We're going full speed right here. Looks like the 69 gets into the 44, kicking off that wreck there. Going 3 wide. And we're headed back live. A lot of guys chatting it up. Looks like we got some guys requesting to crank it up cam, as the 77 is up top right now. I really want to make sure we know who Adam Minden or Andon Mendenhall there in the 77, but he's being tracked as 48. The 87, though, we do know is Garrett Coswell. Now we're heading into, we're going to get a little bit of crank it up action. Wow, we got quite a few guys wrecking as we speak. We're lap 10. We're going to go and check it out. A lot of guys getting in wrecks, it seems like, early tonight. All right, we see the 25 there. We're going to go, we got several, looks like several wrecks there in a row. So we're going to try to, we're going to hit this one. Going back one more time here, as we want to get eyes on the 25. Not exactly sure the 25 here. All right, here we go. 25 just really pressuring the middle line there. Gets caught on the quarter panel. Has them all going around. Take a look at Chris Ware. He's also involved in that. They're in the 37 as they just come right around, right in front of him. as he gets into the 31. The 31 really having a bad night, it looks like. We're going to get back on board with leader. The leader now, Nathan Barrows, Dylan Drilling, Nicholas Barrows, Christian Rhodes, and Adam Kilday rounding out the top 5. First stage will be at lap 20. At lap 20, that's when the caution is going to come out, and all the cars that are a lap down will be afforded the option to go around and get those laps back. We got somebody in the chat saying, what are the stages? The stages are 20, 40, 60. Looks like quite a few guys moving into the mix as we speak. We're saying Brandon Taylor in that 5 car is fast. Got some more people. Cheryl is in the chat cheering on Easton as well. We're going to find Easton again. Not sure if everybody knows, but Easton's a younger man. Younger teenager with a lot of race in him. Picked up 3rd place last night in his first podium finish. We're going to take a look at Craig Rowe. CSR Broadcasting, currently in 23rd. They're in the 24 Red Bull car. Kyle Cameron not too far away. They're currently in 26. Dropped back 10 spots. Easton Collins sitting in 21st. Started 34. Our biggest gainer so far tonight is Brandon Newton. Brandon Newton currently in 7th place, up 37 spots. Zach Pato, he's back in action, sitting in 16th with the TWRS Team Watson Racing setups across the hood and the side. That is a mean looking car. I love the way the hood looks, Cato. That is badass. We got Alec Correa now here. The field is really separated into 3 big packs. We got the main pack going across the start finish here in just a moment, with another pack of several cars in front of them going into turn 2 now. And then that third really big pack is lost draft from the leaders and are back in turn 1 as we speak. As Ryan Wilson is currently our leader with Larkin Boyer right behind him. These guys are really flying right now. As we're up to lap 17, we'll take a look at our lap leaders. Currently, Nathan Barrows has got 6 laps led with Larkin Boyer 5. Ryan Wilson going up to 2 laps led now. Looking at our repairs, it looks like Sheardon Wade, Eric Hayden, they had the biggest, as they had to spend over a minute in the pit. So they obviously elected to not use fast repairs at this time. We're at lap 18. As Ryan Wilson is just cruising. Looks like Brandon Newton is not making a move just yet, as we're coming to lap 19. That is a very cool looking car there that Larkin Boyer's driving. I like the way it looks. But there's something about that Wolf with that AWR hood on that 23 that just does it for me, man. As our leader, Ryan Wilson, now on the middle of the backstretch, coming to stage at lap 20. Looks like Larkin Boyer's making his move, going to the outside. It's not looking like the 19's willing to help. Here they are coming through the trioval right now. We got some pitting, but Ryan Wilson's holding it on the paint as Larkin Boyer's locked on. Is Larkin going to make a move and go for the stage win? He does not.
Hey man,
He stays loyal. I guess at the end of the day, Larkin's looking at it, you know, from a political standpoint. Let AWR's 23 get this win, and maybe, just maybe, AWR might work with him in a little while. Hey, I'm not going to say it's a bad strategy, that's for sure. We are going to see if we can't get Ryan Wilson in the chat. Let's see if we can get our stage winner. Ryan Wilson of AWR, you got comms?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, you're in the booth. You come through there in the clutch. You pull it down. You get the stage win. I was really looking to see if Larkin was going to make his move and go for the stage, or if he was going to try to build an alliance there with you early. What's your take on that whole situation?
Lark, he actually kept me pretty centered there. He reminded me where I was and where we should save some gas. So when those other guys pitted, man, we just kind of went into fuel saving, and man, it worked out beautiful.
Well, I'm not going to interrupt you right now. I see you're pitting, so you concentrate there. We're going to see if you slide your pit box, and we'll get you moved back to where you were at, man. Good stage win.
All right, man. Thank you.
Looks like he made it into his pit just fine. As we're watching him come out of pit road now, several cars. Let's see what kind of pit stop stats we got. Take a look at this as our Jason Berg, fuel only, Brandon Taylor, Easton Collins, both took 4 tires. You got to remember, guys, if you didn't get spun, you absolutely do not need tires here in Talladega this early. Larkin Boyer only 2. A lot of guys playing the 2-car situation. Zach Cato took none, but he was involved in a wreck a little while ago, so he might have already taken tires. But for the most part, most guys took 2 or 4. So we shall see how that pays out. Zach Cato is taking over as our lead. As we're watching him come around right here in turn 3 in that really cool Team Watson Racing setups car. I'm not used to seeing Zach in the 7. Zach normally runs in the 6 car. But you know how iRacing works. You get into a race relatively late. You get the number that's available to you, and somebody beat him to it. A lot of cars here tonight on the Highline Racing Network. Looking at chat. Let's see what all we got. We got Craig Rowe says he's gone from 40th to 7th. Let's see, Craig currently in 10th, started 41st. We're still going around at one more time. Who else we got here? Our biggest gainers. We'll take a look at that one more time. Indeed, Zach Cato up 41 spots. Brandon Newton and Craig Rowe 31, with Easton Collins up 27 spots. Looking at Easton right now, if he wouldn't have taken as many tires as he did, he would have been probably sitting easily top 5. We got who else? Looking at chat here. I'm not sure if Aiden, Easton's spotter, if he's actually spotting for him tonight or not. Looking for Brandon Taylor. There's Brandon Taylor. Brandon Taylor there in the 5 Hendricks car. Brandon Taylor with fans in the crowd tonight as he's sitting in 18th after starting 29th. So he's on the up and up right now for sure. We did get clarification that Aiden the Ostrich is indeed spotting for Easton Collins tonight. As we are going back green right now with Zach Cato and Connor Phillips doing the honors as they're entering the Pedley's start zone.
Green flag.
And the green flag is out, and we are off once again for stage 2 on the Highline Racing Network on Friday night in Talladega. Whoa, it looks like Zach Cato and the 33 of Connor Phillips, they touched doors. Connor, a top-notch driver there in the Money Lion, as he's got Garrett Caswell locked onto the bumper, pushing him hard. Right now, they say that boy there in the 5 car is quick, is what they're saying in the chat. We're gonna have to look at our notes and our analysis. We got them on most drivers. We're going to take a look at our analysis on the 5 car, since he is getting a lot of looks from the chat. All right, it says here that the 5 car, Brandon Taylor, is a firecracker. It says he is quick on the jump and he's a quick racer, but he can explode fast. I guess that means he's a firecracker for sure. As we're back on Zach Cato. Zach Cato currently leads the race. An AWR driver moving to the high side. Also runs sporadically in the 4 wide series with Dark Horse Racing. Anybody that knows anything about iRacing knows that if you have any affiliation with Dark Horse, you will be a superior driver. They're not going to have anybody that's associated with them that is not elite. That is for sure. Zach Cato playing the field right now as he's moving high and low. What he's doing there is he's allowing Larkin Boyer, that's right behind him, to get air and keep that Gen 7 car cool. We're now at lap 26 out of 100. Right here in Talladega on Friday night. I'm being told, receiving messages outside of the normal chat here saying under caution, people are wanting to see the Ryan Wilson and the Easton Collin fan clip again. We'll give it to you. We'll give it to you at the next caution at 40. I should say at lap 40. Oh, they're going around. They were 3 wide. They were all over the nose of the 7. We're taking that back right now, old school. We're taking it back old school right now. A lot of guys, Alec Correa, a lot of guys involved in that one. All right, here we go. It looks like we're going to take it quarter speed here for a minute because it looks like Zach Cato there in the 7 gets overtaken by a lot of people. As you see him there in the middle, as the bottom line is really going to start to overtake here. And then you can start to see the 83 comes down thinking he's going to be able to follow the car in front of him, totally not paying attention that, hey, there's a car already there. The car you literally just passed. Gets him out of wax there as he's pushing on the 7, and it definitely shows as the 83 is going to be responsible for that wreck, is the 22, the 33, the 7. Let's see who else is involved here. A lot of guys. We're going to take it back one more time and go full speed on that, and then we're going to get back live. All right, here it is in full speed. '87 up there really flipping. And we're back live. We're back live with our leader, Connor Phillips, Larkin Boyer, Dalton Steele, Jason Bird, and Tristan Murphy rounding out our top 5. Tristan Murphy there in the 99. As we're 10 laps to go before we're going to see the next caution at stage 2. And we're going to hit crank it up in just a moment. Taking a look at chat. We're being told that the 5, he made it through that big wreck again. So did CSR's Craig Rowe. Not sure if Easton's okay or not. We're trying to find out. Easton Collins is in the back now. Easton Collins is down 2 laps. So he was certainly involved in something here recently. He'll get those laps back, and he'll be caught back on stage 2 here at lap 40. As we're back on board with the leader here, taking a look at Connor, Jason Bird, Tristan Murphy, and Larkin Boyer. Looking at chat, Easton will definitely have an opportunity to come back from that. At lap 40, he'll get both of those laps back, and then he'll be back on lead lap, but he'll be at the back of the pack, so he'll have to work his way back up through. And then if something else happens, he'll get that same opportunity at lap 60.
What do you think, bud? You think you're all right out there?
The caution is out. I'm not sure why. I'll let you guys take a look at this, and I'll talk to race. Gonna head down and talk to race control right. All right, we talked to race control. It turns out the one of the admins inadvertently hit the caution button. So wow, this is a that's going to be that's going to really help out guys like Easton Collins, for example, and quite a few other guys that are going around right now. Looks like I see Kyle Chafin. He's going around getting his laps back, along with Dylan Drilling. He's getting his laps. Looking at it, though, it looks like they are actually on lead lap, so they're just getting caught up with the field. Joshua McKinney currently in 11th. As these guys are heading down pit road right now. We're going to watch as a lot of these guys coming down pit road here. Looks like Joshua McKinney, he's making it out just fine. Going to take a look at our pit stop stats. Will Dawson took 4 tires on his last pit, but he's on nine laps on those tires. Connor Phillips, fuel only. Larkin Boyer took 2 tires. Easton Collins once again took 4 tires. Man, you guys are really going to have to start turning those tires off. If that's something you guys need help learning, and that's something you guys need to help. You need a little help with figuring out how to do it quickly and easily. We can definitely help you guys out with that here in the near future. While we're still under caution, we're going to take advantage here, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to show you guys the fan clip that everybody was wanting to see. Here it is.
How y'all think the race is going to go tonight?
Hell Wilson in that 23 car has got this in the bag, baby. I guarantee that.
Wilson? Hell, he can't win if Cato is not here. Justin is on a roll, so honey, get in line.
Yeah.
We are the biggest fans of Easton. Let's go ADM, 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 ADM.
If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal.
What's up, Tommy? Hey, I just wanted to jump in. I shot you a text. They are going to nullify the stage and get it going to 60. Yes, sir. Absolutely. We're here. We're getting through it here. Oh boy. That's a lot of pressure. You see, in these next gen cars, the outside lane isn't as favorable as it is in the Gen 6. So I didn't really want to be up here, but we'll see how it goes. There's a lot of movement. That third lane's already coming. Yeah, I see a lot of guys pulling for the 5. I don't think I've seen him out here just yet. I kind of took it easy that first stage. Just let the wrecks happen. Intentionally didn't qualify. Just started in the back, pick our way through, save these fast repairs. There's still a long way to go. Yeah, they got that third lane going, and man, the guys behind me, they want to go. I'm getting pushed from about the 10th car in line, so we'll see how this goes. It's going to get chaotic. We're about to be stuck here. This is not where we want to be.
Absolutely. I just realized coming back from the video when you hopped in, it threw me off whack and I had my mic muted. So all those guys didn't hear what I was saying to you. They just heard you probably. We apologize to everybody there.
Yeah, right? They don't want to hear me. They want to hear Tommy Rogers at Highline. This Highline new broadcast kicks ass. But oh, inside lane, check it up. Oh, they got chaos down there.
Oh, they do. Oh, they do.
I think they got one. I don't know. Just he looked like he saved it.
It does look like he saved it. There's no indication on SDK. We do apologize. We did accidentally leave our mic muted, but we're on board with CSR's Craig Rowe as he's trying to fight through the top 10 as he's dropping low right behind Ryan Wilson.
This is where we want to be, Tommy. We want to find that that brother in that 2-3 car. He knows how to get done. Yeah, he's even got a CSR broadcast logo on that thing.
You know he does. Pretty much everybody that runs in an AWR car runs CSR because we got nothing but love for CSR.
Well, I appreciate it. I was just saying to boys, I need to get me an AWR car to get in here as a part-time affiliate if my Dark Horse boys aren't going to make it.
Oh, I hear you, man. I hear you. Everybody's trying to jump on AWR bandwagon right now.
Hell yeah, well, what Highline's got going on, why would they not? This is where we wanted to be. We want to find that 2-3 car and get out of that chaos. Oh, we got Christian Rhodes here. I might have to pick up a buddy. Oh, he ditched me. Oh, you son of a bitch, Christian. Wow. Oh, he's not going to let me in either.
Christian
I hope
Rhodes.
He goes back to the broadcast. I'm trying to be nice. Here comes McKinney. See? I do this to myself. I try to find, oh, they're wrecking behind me. Big wreck, big wreck, big wreck.
Ooh, big wreck. We're going to go check it out, man. All right, man. We're going to get you moved back down. We're going to try to jump back and see what's up with this big wreck if we can find it. And we're going to talk to you again here in a bit. Stay focused.
Sounds good. Look somewhere around 15th, 16th, it looks like.
All right, man. All right, so we definitely had a crash. We're going to hop back and take a look at it. The 26 goes across to the nose of the 40, gets into Zach Cato, as well as Kyle Cameron. Not good, not good. I think we seen what we needed to see there. Another instance of a guy coming down across the nose. Connor Phillips. We're going to take a look at our lap leaders, actually. I'm really curious to see who's holding that spot down now. Connor Phillips, indeed, with 14. Really pulling away with it as Ryan Wilson not in any hurry. Not in any hurry at all. It appears Nicholas Barrows either to pass. our fastest 5-lap average. We wanted to see some numbers now that we're a good 40 laps into the race, as Chad Weir's with an average of 50.1. And our biggest gainers currently, Craig Rowe up 28 spots along with Alec Correa. Alec Correa there in the 52. Got no logos. This guy needs some sponsorships, guys. We do not have an indication of an Easton Collins wreck. We got people in chat asking about an Easton Collins wreck. We're going to hop over here and take a look at Craig Martin, see how he's recovered, as he's teamed up now with the 44, as well as Zach Cato and the 4 car, as they're trying to stay, as they're doing their best to stay on lead lap right now. It does look like they're going to be able to, as they're only a turn behind the leaders at the moment. Ryan Wilson now, that Highline really jumped them. He's now sitting back in 9th place. Christian Rhodes of Slightly Dangerous Racing. Christian currently in 12th. Eric Hayden off pace coming through turn 1. He's going to have some guys that are going to probably pick him up that are right behind him. A good 4 or 5. He's going to have to try to latch on to those guys, as he's already down 1 lap, as our lead pack is on 44 and he's on 43. Robert Lavelle coming strong in a 3-car pack with the 5 and the 22. That 5-car, Brandon Taylor, currently 23rd. He's the reports that we got. He's a firecracker. Really waiting to see. He's not going to make up much ground the way they're running right now. If that 22 of Adam Rohn does not start pushing, locking on, they're not going to make much ground here. As Craig Rowe, Ryan Wilson, and Justin Lee Pearson are really making moves. It's like Ryan Wilson was not able to drop down with Craig Rowe, as he's going to become the top line and overtake the lead. I do suspect he's going to come low. He does come low, and he is able to bring Christian Rhodes with him. As we're now looking at Slightly Dangerous Racing up front. I'm not exactly sure what just happened to Christian Rhodes there. It looked like for a minute he slid up, then he's back down, but he's locked on. As we're 14 laps to stage. As we're going to pull the tower back up for a little while. We got him giving a big shout out to the firecracker. Easton Collins came out of pits just a little bit ago. Easton Collins is now down 10 laps. Something tells me he did not have his fast repair on. If Aiden can confirm, did he not have his fast repair on when he went in to get his damage repaired? It's gonna be tough, but it is doable if he stays with it and we get green-white checkers. He will have a good opportunity to get those laps back, but it's not gonna be easy. 10 laps is quite a bit. Ryan Wilson passing the 2 car. Looks like the 2 car's doing what he can. As Kristen Rhodes is really pushing AWR's Wolf there in the 23. What a battle as we're 10 laps to go to stage. So we're on the rear side there of Kristen Rhodes, looking back at the iRacers Lounge podcast car driven by Justin Lee Pearson. Swapping sides, taking a look down the track there as these guys are not holding it as straight as you would think they should be, especially on the middle line. Is Larkin Boyer. He's making a move to pass the 31. Larkin Boyer now leading the high side. And they're going around. Not exactly sure. It looked like the 58. We're going to go back and take a look at it right now. We're going to take it quarter speed right here. I do believe we're watching the, looks like the Bass Pro Shop car comes down, cuts off the 56. 56 possibly tries to go high there, gets tangled with the 37 potentially. We'll bring it back just a little bit more and take a look at it from one other angle here. All right, here we go. We're going to take this one full speed. Oh, the 37 just comes down and hits him right across the right quarter panel, completely turning him for no reason whatsoever. There was no reason other than maybe he just wasn't paying attention. As we're lap 52, so we're at 8 laps to go to the lead. 2 to stage at lap 60, I should say. We're being told by the spotter of Easton Collins he's trying to keep him calm. We're going to take a look at some of these hoods of some of these cars. As we're looking at the TWRS Zach Cato AWR car. Access Fishing by Kyle Chafin. Joshua McKinney with the GB22 Designs. If you're needing a car painted, GB22 Designs is the one to go with. He does real NASCARs. He's done ARCA cars. He's done Xfinity cars. He's even recently done work with Bobby Dale Earnhardt. So definitely look up Joe Wells and GB22 Designs. He'll hook you up. Brandon Taylor there in the Hendricks car. Justin Lee Pearson there in the iRacers Lounge podcast car. As these guys are coming to 5 to go here. Larkin Boyer of LBS leading the charge. His teammate Joshua McKinney back there. Joshua McKinney only 5 spots back. Larkin Boyer just cruising all night, running in the front of the pack, running with the big dogs. Anytime you're up front with the Wolf and Justin Lee Pearson, all those guys, you're in good company. The only thing is you got to understand is these guys are superior drivers. They really know all the ins and outs of not only the car but the track and how to draft, how to pass, you know, the whole nine. So really keep an eye on them. Man, we got Shane Howington. He's cheering on the Firecracker. We're going to get eyes on the Firecracker one more time. See where he's at. Looks like he's at back in 19th spot right now. There he is, a lap down. He's really going to have to get in. He needs to get in front of this pack if he's going to get his lap back the conventional way and not have to, you know, go to the end after getting the lap back at the stage in 3 laps. Otherwise, it's not that big of a deal. He'll get his laps back once the stage comes out, and then from there he'll filter towards the back with anybody else that had to get laps back. And then we'll be back at it again. He'll try to fight his way through the lead pack and still have a chance to win this race. As we're going back to the ticker, as we're getting ready here shortly to have a photo finish for stage 3 here in Talladega on the Highline Racing Network. We're definitely going to take a look at Easton. Justin Collins is down 9 laps currently. So we never did get confirmation if he indeed forgot to turn his fast repair on or not. Something tells me he spent about 9 minutes in the pits. But we got to get back on board with the leaders. We've got indication of an Alec Correa crash. Larkin Boyer on the backstretch with Justin Lee Pearson, Josh McKinney, his teammate, and then Alec Correa. Looks like I'm definitely seeing Kyle Cameron in the mix, but no way Kyle's on the lead lap as Justin Lee Pearson's trying to make a move. He's on the outside. He's trying to overtake Larkin Boyer, but the teammate Josh McKinney linking up with Larkin. Who is it going to be right now? They're coming to the stage. Whoa, oh my goodness. It looks like Larkin Boyer has gotten it. Larkin Boyer has gotten stage 3 with the help of his newly signed teammate, Joshua McKinney. We're going to go back and take a look at it. Watching as these guys are coming through the tri-oval right here. We're going to see if we can't get a good pause. There it is, the photo finish for stage 3. As you can see, Larkin Boyer really coming through. But man, none of it was going to be possible without the help of Joshua McKinney. Joshua McKinney really coming through in a big, big way right there to help his teammate. There, as you can see, he's right there in the 0-3, but he's being tracked as 51 tonight. Joshua McKinney, good stuff. Way to come through for your teammate. We're back live. We're going to take a look at Discord. I'm not seeing Larkin in the Discord or Joshua McKinney. We were going to try to get a word with those guys, but we'll have to hold off. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring in Justin Pearson and talk to him, as he was the one that was trying to take him there, but it ends up falling through. Justin Lee Pearson, you got comms. You're in the booth.
Yeah, Tom, can you hear me?
I got you, man. So what we've seen from the booth there is Larkin Boyer, who wins the stage just, I don't know, a few hours before this race began. He was hunting for some teammates, and he picks up G Lightning. You may recognize that name from MOTD. G Lightning's Josh McKinney agreed to sign with LBS Racing earlier today. So just there, it pays off for Larkin, because just as you go to the outside, Josh McKinney drops in behind his new teammate in Larkin and helps push him to the stage win. My question to you is, did you know that Joshua McKinney was a teammate of Larkin Boyer at the time?
I had no idea. I thought I had that lap guaranteed at the finish line, but he pulled down to the inside.
Hey,
by myself.
And you can't hate on the man. That's his teammate.
No, sir.
But what I can tell you, man, is a lot of guys, they're starting to link up. They know what it's going to take to beat the likes of a Justin Lee Pearson and a Ryan Wilson. So they're teaming up. They're building alliances as well. And I'll let you know on a little tidbit of information I have. It's not really a factor tonight, but LBS has partnered and has an alliance with Scott Wise's Torque Wrench Motorsports. So the next time you see a Torque Wrench Motorsports out here, do know, write it down in your little notebook, shove it in your pocket, that TWM is working with LBS, man.
Gotcha. I'll keep that in mind, buddy.
All right, man. Good luck to you. We'll see you here in a little bit.
Appreciate it, Tommy.
Yes, sir. All right, that was Justin Lee Pearson there in the 58 iRacers Lounge podcast car. If you're looking for any of the information on the latest and greatest technology, things around the community, check out the iRacers Lounge podcast. Those guys are very knowledgeable, and they got some really good guys, you know, Chris Waldron, a whole bunch of them guys. We'd love to see those guys come back and race with us here again on the Highline Racing Network. So I'm calling out iRacers Lounge podcast. Every one of you, come be a part of the show, guys. Looking at chat, saying, bring it home, Brandon Taylor, the firecracker. Yes, sir. I am glad that what we seen in our analysis and what we read from the notes that were given from the community about the drivers, that Brandon Taylor being nicknamed the firecracker, I'm glad that his fans, people that are watching, are completely cool with that. We're seeing somebody that says Shane Timmy. We're not sure who Shane Timmy is. I'm not sure if Shane Timmy is in the race tonight or not. But we're on board right now with Brandon Taylor as he's cruising the high line, getting ready to go back green. Really, really need to watch out here as guys are going to be getting laps back. Still seeing the 27, the 23, and the 55. We obviously know that Easton Collins should also be getting laps back, as Easton Collins is now on lap 56. If I was him, I probably would have gone around one more time, but it's probably too late now. He could have gotten another lap back. You got to get back as many as you possibly can. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get all of these laps back. As we're going back live with Justin Lee Pearson. Looks like Justin Lee Pearson, Christian Rhodes, Josh McKinney, Darnell Sabala, and Shane Wares are going to bring us back green. As Justin Lee Pearson is bringing us into the Pedley's Garage start zone.
Green
and
flag.
We are back green, heading to lap 100. What we're going to be looking at happening here, guys, is we're going to run for 10 laps. If there's no wrecks, then the caution will not come out. If a wreck occurs, caution will come out 10 laps from now. So we'll be looking at lap 74. We got some people in the chat looking for Nate Fields. We're going to look for Nate Fields for you. There he is. Nate Fields currently in 15. Started 37, so he's definitely on the move. We're going to go on board, take a look at how Nate's running. We see he's got Eric Hayden and the 2-car right there below him. Watching trying to see how Nate navigates the field here. We see that Nate's got fans. We're really curious. Oh, he's really getting put in a tight situation here. They're 3 wide. He's going to have to really watch it as he's not trying to play with it. Looks like he drops down low. Looks like he's starting to lose pace. Gonna have to hold it. Gonna have to hold it tight. The thing about racing in these cars is you do not want to just always lift. Instead, you want to keep your foot on the gas pedal, and when you need to slow back, slowly work the brake while continuing to hold the gas completely down. That way, when you're ready to release the brake to get back to speed, your RPM is already where it needs to be. Otherwise, you're just going to lift, you're going to lose RPM. It's going to be a lot harder to gain. Right now, we're watching the 57. He's popping out. This is probably not the best idea. As you can see, he's going to lose pace even more. He's going to end up, he might be able to get around the 30 and drop down, but he's side drafting the 30, which is slowing the 30 down right now. It's going to be tough. We're back over here taking a look at Christian Rhodes of Slightly Dangerous Racing. Christian Rhodes, Josh McKinney, Alec Correa, Shane Ware, and Craig Martin. Zach Cato, Justin Lee Pearson, Craig Rowe, Darnell, and Jason Bird, along with Eric Hayden, rounding out the top 10. It's changing as I speak. We got eyes on Kyle Chafin, last night's pole setter. As he's making moves, as he's up to 14th. Look like he's going to try to drop low. Connor Phillips, currently in 18th. I'm pretty sure Connor Phillips is our lap leader tonight. He still is with 15, but Larkin Boyer right there with him. Brandon Taylor currently on the high line, running 20th. Looks like he's got Jim Sagrito of AWR right in front of him. This is the prime moment where you want to keep that foot all the way forward on the gas. And then just as you need to slow up little by little, slowly working the slowly working the brake. That way when it's time to go back to full speed, oh, we got one in the wall. This is going to check him up. We got one going around. Is it going to capture? It looks like he's going to make it through. He does make it through. We're going to take that back right now. We're going to see that into the replay. We're bringing it back old school. That took place right in front of us. We're going to have to go right to it. We're going to try to see it in slow motion from right here in quarter speed. Looks like one of the cars gets into the 21, which slows them down, which gets into, looks like the 11 gets into AWR right there. They bump, which in turn causes them to touch, causes them to go around. AWR getting caught up in it. Looks like Ryan Wilson as well. We'll take it back and run it full speed one time. Then we're going back live with the leaders. All right, we are back live as Brandon Taylor makes it through the wreck. He's now up to 18th. Really needs to stay tight with those 3 cars in front of him. We're in the battle box as we're watching leader Christian Rhodes with Craig Rowe, Craig Martin, Eric Hayden, and Shane Ware rounding out the top 5 as we're now at lap 73. It looks like Easton may have made some serious gains as well, but we do know he's down a lot of laps. Looks like we got more indications of potentially a Ryan Wilson crash. We're going to go back and check that one out. We're bringing it back slow. Looks like Zach Cato was in it too. Oh, just nowhere to go. Just comes up and finds those guys as Shane Ware has crashed as well. We're going to try to get eyes on that one. So it looks like he's tangled up with the 44. Several cars here. Eric Hayden. We're taking this one full speed and we're going back live. 3, Eric Hayden get into it. Several cars, at least 6 or 7 cars it looks like involved in this one, as Josh McKinney tries to drop low but nowhere to go. He's involved. And we're back live. Caution is now out. Kyle Chafin also crashed, so we're going to take a look at him. And then we're going to have to take a quick commercial break. We did see this one, but we're going to just see it one more time. But this time, since we've already seen it in this view, we're going to go ahead and see it in cockpit view. And we'll take it live. Just nowhere for the man to go at all right there. As we're back live. Currently looking at Craig Rowe as the leader. Craig Rowe heading down pit road. We're going to see if he catches his box okay. Looks like he overshoots, has to back up. Rookie move, Craig. Looks like Ryan Wilson, who is getting his laps back. He's currently lead lap now as he just crossed start finish. He's going to have to go all the way around, and then he's going to need to pit. Get loaded back up on fuel, probably take tires. As we're watching Josh McKinney now as he's coming down pit road. See if he overslides his box on these hot tires, especially after getting caught up in that incident. As you can see, his right front. He comes in nice and easy, nice and slow. No issues there for him. As we're taking a look at the front of the pack, it looks like we've got Craig Rowe, Christian Rhodes, Justin Lee Pearson, Jacob Johnson, who's coming into play. I don't think we've seen much of Jacob tonight, so we're definitely going to get eyes on him. There he is in the monster car, currently in 4th place, so he's definitely making big moves. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at our repairs. Dalton Steele with over 12 minutes. Looks like Dalton Steele with over 12 minutes. Darnell with over 9, and Easton Collins with over 7 minutes they've spent in the pits this evening. So that's definitely going to play a factor. Because we're looking for Easton Collins right now. It looks like Easton here is currently in 26th position, but the bad thing here is he's still 5 laps down. So he's working on it. He's now on the back stretch. He's going to have to just keep going. If he's got the fuel, looking at his he last pitted lap 70. So he's definitely got enough fuel to still go around one more time and still catch the pack. We'll see what him and his crew chief Aiden decide to do. We're looking at looking at the chat. Timmy Taylor says, "Go Brandon Taylor. Your niece is rooting for you." We're going to get eyes on Brandon Taylor for his niece. There he goes in the 5 car. Currently now in the top 10, sitting in 9th place, working his way. There's Brandon Taylor. A lot of fans in here tonight for Brandon Taylor, man. We love it. We hope Brandon Taylor stays with us, races with the Highline Racing Network on a regular basis, man. We'll get you linked up, get you some teammates, the whole 9. We're getting indications from the ADM team with Easton Collins from his spotter saying they're still hoping for a few more cautions. I do believe you're going to get it, man. I do believe you're going to get it, along with the 3 green, white checkered situation. The lights are out. The lights are out, and our leader, Christian Rhodes and Justin Lee Pearson, are going to take us back green. As it looked like Christian Rhodes has elected to take the high side here. And we are back off as we're moving to lap 78 out of 100 here on the Highline Racing Network. Justin Lee Pearson linked up with Christian Rhodes, pushing strong. Not the view we want to see. We're now just beyond 25 laps. The little thing that me and Craig Rowe of CSR Broadcasting like to do oftentimes is make our picks of the night. Who we think is going to win and who our who our long shot or dark horse driver would be. Looking at the breakdown right now, I think after I poked a little fun at my buddy, Ryan Wilson, the Wolf, there in the lead in the 23rd, in the 23 car. I do believe he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder now. I think he's going to go for the win for sure, and I'm going to put my money on him. But my dark horse driver now, looking in the back there, I think I'm going to have to go with Craig Martin. He's in 6th. I think my second pick is going to be Craig Martin to come through with the victory tonight. You guys are listening in the chat. Who do you think is going to win tonight, and who would you pick as your long shot to come back up here to the front and take the win? Let us know in the chat if you don't mind. Larkin Boyer is now overtaken with Christian Rhodes. Man, what Larkin Boyer doesn't know is he's trying to develop a top-notch chain here to run in the high line. He's already picked up a superior driver in Joshua McKinney. What he doesn't realize is Christian Rhodes also, who runs with, like I said, he runs with, Christian Rhodes runs with Slightly Dangerous Racing. He also runs in the Masters of the Draft with Joshua McKinney. So these are guys that are not, that they're familiar with each other. They've raced all season long in the Masters of the Draft series. So I don't know, maybe Josh McKinney and Lark can talk to Christian Rhodes. If Christian Rhodes wants to run in the high line more often, they potentially could leak up and form a trio, a team that could seriously cause a lot of issues out here, because you see Larkin Boyer, it doesn't matter. He's going to be up front no matter what. This guy's a superstar, an absolute superstar in the making. Watching my long shot moving up to the front. He's now in the lead. Oh man, I don't know. This might be a little bit too early. I may have jinxed myself on the pick, and I may have jinxed Craig Martin of Piston Broke Motorsports. Craig Martin, also a very, very good driver, also runs in the Masters of the Draft, but also very notable. He also runs in the All-American Cup. Not too many All-American Cup guys have run in the Highline Racing Network, to my knowledge. Craig may know of a few other names, but for the most part, Craig Martin is definitely the most notable, as he's battling it up front. We're looking at biggest gainers again as Zach Cato is making his moves. He's now up 35 spots along with Craig Rowe at 34. Zach Cato trying to make the move on the high side, trying to work the draft, as Zach Cato's got Alec Correa in the 52 right behind him. I do believe teammates are going to start working together more here, as I see, looks like Kyle Cameron in the 55, he's starting to get into the mix. We're looking at Ryan Wilson now. It's Ryan Wilson currently in 3rd. Craig Rowe right behind him, as we got some guys going off track. Looks like Craig Martin saves it. We got eyes on Kyle Cameron, but Kyle Cameron is still 3 laps down, trying to pull his teammate, though, trying to pull his teammate of Zach Cato right behind him. Looks like Kyle more than likely will get all of his laps back, no problem, more than likely after the next caution, only being 3 down at the moment. Larkin Boyer, though, there with Christian Rhodes. As we're going to hit the crank it up for just a little bit, I'm going to grab a little bit of water, and I'll be back with you guys momentarily. And I'm back with you guys. We're back on Brandon Taylor, who is now all the way up into 6th position. Looks like we're being told that Brandon Taylor was trying to play it safe. Now he's making what we like to refer to on the Highline Racing Network as money moves. There's 13 to go, so he's making his move. He's working his way back to the front. He wants a podium finish. We're going to see if he's going to get it. The fans are on their feet. The fans are cheering for him. They're screaming. Larkin Boyer, Christian Rhodes, Ryan Wilson, Brandon Taylor rounding out the top 5 currently, as Chad Rares is making his move into the top 5 now as well. Zach Cato there in 7th on the bottom line. Eric Hayden has moved himself back up into 11th.
Caution's out.
The caution
One thing for
is
sure,
out.
Everybody on the racetrack will be pissed off at somebody else on the racetrack before this race is over with.
All right, well, like we said earlier, we're going to have to go to commercial break coming up.
Before I had left turn lightning, I finished 18th. Now I still finish 18th, but way faster. Does it help with braking? Braking? We don't do that here. Left turn lightning energy fuel. Official drink of Highline Racing Network. Full send approved.
Let it in. Lights come on, the engine's humming low. Friday night, yeah, the whole town.
All right, that was left turn energy drink. So if you're on the move, if you're trying to make a big dash to the end, if you got some of that, you want to take a big swig of it while you can. And we got Craig Rowe back in the booth with us. What you got, Craig?
I was just trying to bother you under commercial break and say what's up, say the broadcast looks good, and bother you about that commercial. I'm looking for some of that energy drink right now, but I don't know if Hayes is going to work for us tonight.
Well, if you got any friends down at the 7-Eleven, it'll be right next to the Monsters and the Red Bulls. Check it out, man. Big black and red can. You can't miss it.
Is that going to help us find some help out here? I mean, we've been pretty loyal to that 23. We're looking for the 58 out here, but I don't know where he's hiding.
No, man. What it's really going to do is if you're running in the back of the pack and you're still going to be running in the back of the pack. You're just going to do it faster.
There you go. Yeah, just the heart rate go up a little bit. Man,
Yes,
the
sir.
broadcast looks fantastic, man. I saw we had almost 40 people watching live, man. You're killing it. You're doing your thing up here.
Boy, hey,
I
man.
lost a bunch of spots on pit road here. That's not good.
Yes, you did. We're looking at you right now behind the monster car of Jacob Johnson as you're sitting in P10 right now with 11 laps to go, not counting the green white checkers, but I still got faith. I still got faith in the dark horse driver, the lone dark horse driver trying to make it to the front.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying. You know what? Surprisingly enough, I heard you talking about some of the tire strategy earlier. That right rear is wearing a little bit more than you think. I went the first 40 laps of this one, didn't get caught up in any wrecks or anything. It was down to 88% on that right rear. So I went ahead and took right sides here for the finale. A little bit more comfortability, trying to sling this thing around, make some moves here, because you really got to... I don't think there's a preferred lane. I think the bottom works, the high line works. I think you just got to ride the momentum and be ready to move when you get the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, and there's a lot that goes into it. You know, with this particular setup, it was specifically designed for the Highline Racing Network by Team Watson Racing Setups. We had them build us a setup that wasn't necessarily going to be the fastest, for them open setup races. But this one was designed for this. It was designed for pack racing with a lot of hosted drivers that may or may not be as able to handle this Gen 7 car as well. And what's happening is, you're right, we're getting a little bit more wear on that right rear, but we also have a much more stable car than some of the other Gen 7 setups, as you'll see across the field in the open setups.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I mean, the pack racing is there. It's hard to generate runs unless you get that 2 or 3 car push, but that right rear bleeding down a little bit. I think if you're going to be aggressive at the end of this, you're definitely going to want that the confidence in that grip. I mean, it's stable, but I think if you're really being aggressive, you got somebody pushing you, you're going to want that little bit of grip in that right rear to really, especially if somebody's pushing you while you make that move, to keep that car pointing in the right direction. It's been fun. It's been fun to go from the back to the front. We got a speeding penalty not too long ago, but luckily there was enough guys kind of trapped a lap down, had some problems, so we'll try to get the Timmy Porter Dark Horse car up here, but you got a lot of AWR cars that we might just have to find a push to a win.
That might be a plan. And we're looking at what you're talking about with coming out of the pits. We see the top 7 drivers, we've got the graphic up right now. They all took only fuel. It didn't start until you in 8th took 2 tires along with Eric Hayden and Josh McKinney. And then it starts mixing in. There's a few of these drivers out here tonight. They haven't learned. They've taken 4 tires every pit stop. And I mean, at the same time, if you're in the back, if you got spun, you're in a wreck, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I was down to 96 on that right rear after that run, and I feel like I was being pretty tame. So I feel like if you're going to be aggressive and you're going to be slicing and dicing, that 4 or 5% might be the confidence you have to get a push and make that slingshot move. I got old Eric Hayden right here, and Josh McKinney. Maybe they get us a huge run and we could slice and dice and maybe win this thing. And we're going to need that right rear, especially if we burn it down at the start-finish line.
Absolutely, man. I'm going to be pulling for you, but we're getting ready to go back green, so I'm going to get you moved back down.
All right. Good luck. Have fun. Put on a show for you.
All right, as we are going back green with Larkin Boyer and Kristen Rhodes, as we are off. And we are back going right here with 9 laps to go. Larkin Boyer, Ryan Wilson, Christian Rhodes, Jacob Johnson, and Justin Lee Pearson. Our top 5 at the moment. It looks like Brandon Taylor, the fan favorite tonight, looks like he has fallen off big time. We got some people asking for the Discord. We'll get you a link and we'll throw it up. We've definitely got to keep eyes on this race, though, as we're trying to do this. Our leader, Larkin Boyer, with Ryan Wilson right on his tail as they're flying through the tri-oval right now, taking us to 8 laps to go. All right, we've got you a Discord link for the Highline Racing Network in the chat right now. But never fear, if for whatever reason you forget about it, you lose it, look for Highline Racing Network on YouTube. That's the easiest way. Look for us on Facebook. Make a comment on a video asking for the Discord. Ask us a question on Facebook. We'll get you that Discord, no problem. Oh, we got one engine blown up. Looks like Ryan Wilson has blown up. Kyle Cameron, he's coming across the track. We've definitely got a wreck. The caution is going to be coming out. Looks like the caution is probably going to come out in turn 4 or soon thereafter, as we got Chris Ware in a crash, as well as AWR's Kyle Cameron.
Caution somewhere, caution.
Caution is out. We're going back to look at Chris Ware's.
Did you see any rubber laying down at all?
We're going to back that up. That looks like Josh McKinney as well. A lot of guys potentially getting checked up as a result of possibly Ryan Wilson's engine blowing. We're taking it quarter speed right here. As you see the smoke on the 23, second car up on the inside line as he's coming down off the apron right now, trying to get out of the way. But at this point, Josh McKinney's already slowed down, and the 37 does not slow down enough, gets in on the quarter panel, and just not being willing to give. If he would have just slowed up a little bit more there, he would have been safe. Josh McKinney would have been safe. Easton Collins would have been safe. A lot of guys would have made it out of that. But it's tough. It's tough when you're doing 185 miles an hour. We're going back live. While we're under caution, we're going to have to go one more commercial break. We definitely got to pay homage to iRacing. All of this is possible because of them.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right. We're going to take a look at our field breakdown. We are getting, we're looking at chat right now saying that they think Looks like Easton Collins, they believe, is on lead lap. We're going to confirm that. He is coming out. He's showing right now as 1 lap down, but he's really not. He's just getting ready to come out of the pits. Once he comes out of the pits, he's going to be able to, he'll cross that start finish, and then he'll be lead lap again. And he'll catch up to the field. They're probably going into turn 4. It does look like he's got some serious damage. Some really serious damage to the front end. That front end is completely destroyed. This is going to affect not only his stability in pack racing, but it's also going to really affect his ability to maintain the draft. So what he's going to need to try to do here is every time if there's a caution, if he's out of fast repairs, he's going to need to get into the pits. He's going to need to get that car situated and as much of the damage fixed as he can, and then back on, and to make sure he doesn't go down a lap. As Christian Rhodes of Slightly Dangerous Racing is going to lead us back green, but we got one more lap around as our pace car lights are still on. Kind of see if anybody is going to go down pit road at this point. There could be some guys in the back. Like right here, Aiden should be going into the pits. He can get a little bit more of that damage fixed, and then when they're on the back stretch, he comes out and catches back up to the field, and he'll be able to get a little bit of that damage repaired. If he's smart, Aiden would be telling him right now, you should be going down pit road to get some of that damage. It looks like he chose not to. That's definitely gonna prove to be costly, as that car is so severely damaged. He's also his car is gonna run hotter because of how the front end is damaged. I know he's saying, he's telling you it's not, but you will see it is absolutely affecting him. It's gonna affect his top end speed, and it's also gonna affect his ability to push, and it's because his car is gonna get hotter faster. That move is gonna prove to be costly, but we'll see what happens. He managed to battle through a lot last night and get a P3 finish. As we're back on board with Christian Rhodes. Christian Rhodes, Justin Lee Pearson, Craig Rowe, Andrew Murdochai. I don't think I've had him on. We're going to have to get eyes on him. There in the 4. And Eric Hayden rounding out the top 5. As we're going back green right here with Christian Rhodes and Justin Lee Pearson pulling into the Pedley's Garage start zone.
Green flag.
And we are back off again with 3 laps to go right here in Talladega on the Highline Racing Network. Christian Rhodes and Justin Lee Pearson right there. The number 4 car of Andrew pushing Justin Lee Pearson. Justin Lee Pearson, a car linked out in front. He's maintaining his position. He's not willing to go down just yet. It really, really makes me wonder if he's going to drop down with Christian Rhodes. Oh, the 4 car beats him to it. Looks like Eric Hayden is going off. Eric Hayden has gone off. Some serious bad luck right there for Eric Hayden in the Pedley Garage car. If you didn't know, Pedley's Garage is an official sponsor of the Highline Racing Network. We want to make it known. Anybody and everybody that if you're interested in linking up with the Highline Racing Network, if you're looking to sponsor, if you want us to market you in the broadcast, in the show, in everything we do, let us know, man. We're looking for sponsors. As Andrew Murdochai down there on the bottom. He's got Christian Rhodes right below him as Justin Lee Pearson and Larkin Boyer both making money moves. Drop it to the bottom. It looks like we might get a white flag. We will not get the white flag due to the wreck earlier. 23 also involved in something. Not sure what just happened. Looking at it now, looks like Ryan Wilson is going around right there. We're going to take that back and look at it from another angle. We definitely want to see this from a different angle. There it is, the 22 coming up into the quarter panel of the 23. We'll bring it back one more time just to make sure that Ryan didn't come down. Okay, Ryan's holding his middle line. You can see the 23's already crossed the white line, comes right up, tags him in the quarter panel. That is a very, very costly mistake. In a lot of leagues, a lot of leagues would take a lot of offense to that. We're going to bring that back one more time. We're going to go into the cockpit. Okay, we're going into the cockpit now of Adam Rohn, watching his steering wheel, see how he drives this quarter speed. Here we go. We do know he's about to start crossing the white line. As you can see, he can see the 23 is there. He still comes up, just not really paying attention. It doesn't look like he went up on purpose or anything there, but he definitely was not cognizant of him washing up all the way into the other lane there. Looking at our top 5, we've got Larkin Boyer once again. So we're looking at our lap leaders. Larkin Boyer with 26 laps led. Christian Rhodes second there with 17, and Connor Phillips with 15. Justin Lee Pearson, not exactly sure what just occurred with Justin Lee Pearson. But looking at our top, not sure what happened to Justin Lee Pearson there. It does look like our race actually finished under caution, and we did not. It looks like we did not realize. I'm not exactly sure what's happening right now. It's telling us that this is our unofficial results, but we still got a pace car out. Something's just not adding up. We should be going back green right here. Pace car is in. We are going back green. I am going to have to talk with the admin team really quick and see what exactly is happening. Is this race is over, it looks like.
I think iRacing had a Tourette's moment.
So there was
Yeah,
a
I
wreck,
think
and I threw the
Pearson won.
fucking caution, and then the white flag showed, and I don't know if the green white checkers were on or not here, but there was a wreck before the white flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the yellow came out, and then the white flag then showed up maybe.
Oh wow. Well, it turns out the admin team tried to throw the caution, but iRacing said no. They said it was too late. It did not constitute a caution to come out. Thus the race has ended under caution as Larkin Boyer is burning it down right now along with Christian Rhodes. Wow, that was something else. We were not expecting to see that occur, as it is showing 2 white flags. So I guess they decided, they overturned it, and this race is finished. We're going to pull up our final results page. As we're looking at it, this is something else. It's got all of iRacing right now. It's got this all mixed up. It's telling us that Justin Lee Pearson has won the race, but it's telling me Larkin Boyer second and Andrew there in third. So I'm not exactly sure how that's being scored just yet. We're going to have to wait for an official review. And in fact, it's going to be tough, but it looks like it's definitely between Justin Lee Pearson and Larkin Boyer. Looking at several of our tools right now, SDK is telling us currently that Justin Lee Pearson is the winner, but as well as Race Labs. But we do believe Larkin Boyer won the race. We're not exactly sure. We're going to reach out and talk to these guys and see what they have to say from the admin team. As we're going to pull in, we're going to start with pulling in Jim Sagridu, the voice of Highline Racing Network. We got Jim Sagridu of the voice of Highline Racing Network. We had a quick question as we're reviewing, because our race results from SDK as well as Race Labs are telling us that Justin Lee Pearson actually won the race and Larkin Boyer is second. But we're not exactly sure how that's being picked up. What are you guys tracking from the admin team at the moment? I got you, bro. I'll give you a little bit of a heads up. We definitely know there was some issue. There was an issue with the flag man in iRacing, because looking at STK's events, it shows that at the hour and 58-minute mark, the white flag came out. Then at the 2-minute mark, the white flag came out again. And we never did receive a checkered flag whatsoever. So something really, really went awry there on us. Well, it's definitely nothing on our part. This is definitely something going on with iRacing, but we'll definitely get it figured out, and we'll get you back down, let you talk to the guys. All right, and that was the voice of Highline Racing Network, Jim Sagridu. We're going to get Craig Rowe brought up real fast. Craig Rowe, you're in the booth. Do you have comms? Well, I got to tell you, man, this is the first time I've ever seen this. But with your experience in SDK, we have a weird situation right now that the race has ended. Looking at SDK, about 2 minutes apart, I've got 2 white flag indications. First time I've ever seen iRacing throw 2 white flags, but it's definitely confused the scoring. We're not exactly sure if Larkin Boyer is winner or if Justin Lee Pearson is winner, as these guys are trying to figure it out. But this is definitely a first for me. Have you seen this happen before? And it very well might have been, that is for sure. But nonetheless, we're looking at the end of a race in controversy. Man, oh man. I'm gonna have.
I could tell you this. I know it wasn't the ending that kind of all the drivers had hoped for. I think it was shaping up for a really good green-white checker. I know I only had about 7.8 laps of fuel. There were some guys, so if it went 3 green-white checkers, it was going to get interesting. Some guys started getting through fast repairs. But I think overall, I think the race was a lot of fun. And, again, not quite the ending that we had hoped for, but overall, I think the race was still fun. Larkin was up there from the point. You had comers, you had goers. Overall, the racing was still intense. It was still fun. You had some wild wrecks. You had some guys dodging wrecks. You had some triple quad pushes. Sometimes you had a lane of 5 guys pushing. Larkin, I know, was up there shoving from P2, and I was shoving from 3 car lengths back, to try to get that bottom moving. So overall, I think the race was still a ton of fun. I know it wasn't quite the ending we all hoped for, but that's why we do it every night. We get to do it again.
Absolutely. We got Lark in the booth with us now, Craig. Lark, you got comms.
Yo, what's up, man?
Man, that was a controversial ending as why they're showing 2 different white flags being thrown. But from your perspective, because we're looking at Race Labs as well as SDK telling us that Justin Lee Pearson is the winner. What is your take?
I mean, I don't know. Everybody's saying I won. I was the leader. So what was happened is there was a caution. I wasn't even expecting a caution to come out. But so I had my teammate, I can't remember, I think it was 2 car lengths back. And Justin Lee Pearson was behind me, and I was blocking pretty hard. And we were in a travel, and he pulled up. And the caution came out before he got in front of me. So, I mean, if we're doing the same rules as regular NASCAR and it's the leader at the time of caution, then I was definitely leading. And the last time I looked, I was leading, coming to the checkered or whatever it was, the second white flag or whatever. But I started doing my burnouts and the scoring changed. But Justin had already left, so I don't really know what's going on. But I mean, I think we would have won the race regardless. I had some really good teammates. I had Christian Rhodes with me. I had Tommy Rogers was helping us a lot during that race. He let us pit with him. Oh, sorry, Ryan Wilson was working with us the whole race. He let us pit with AWR at that first stop, and that really helped us. And then Joshua McKinney obviously helped me win that stage. So this whole race, I had teammates and guys helping me, and I couldn't have done that without them. So I really
hear that?
them.
You hear that, Tommy? Man, I was surrounded. What am I supposed to do? I'm battling like 9 other guys out here.
The one thing I can tell you, Craig, is it pays to play nice, and you may have pissed some guys off at some point. But Lark, I'll tell you right now, just in case you didn't know, Christian Rhodes, he runs with Slightly Dangerous Racing, and he also runs in the Masters of the Draft League. He's on the opposing team of Josh McKinney, who's on G Lightning, but those two are familiar with running each other. And now that Joshua McKinney is signed on with LBS, it may not hurt to reach out and build an alliance with Christian Rhodes, or even see if he wants to join forces and sign on, get that team three deep going forward. So don't be shy. At the very least, Josh McKinney and Christian Rhodes have a lot of experience this entire season running together in the Masters of the Draft.
Yeah, Christian Rhodes races with Scott Wise's team, and today me and Scott Wise reached a full alliance agreement with their team. So he joined our voice chat today and was working with us the whole race. And like I said, Joshua McKinney was there as well, and then Tommy Rogers was helping a lot out.
Ryan Wilson.
Obviously, he's on. Ryan Wilson. Sorry, I keep looking at your name. Ryan Wilson was helping out a lot. I know he's on AWR, but he's still been pretty kind to me ever since I joined. S&M and now Highline. So he's been a good guy to work with, and he's a great racer. So.
Absolutely.
I tell you what, Tommy, I'll be looking for that 41 car, because man, I got up behind him a couple times tonight, and I could just keep my foot to the floor until the temps got hot, and he's doing his thing.
Who is the 41?
The man in the chat right now. Come on, Tommy, get with it.
My fault. He's changing numbers on me. Last night he was not 41. Now he's 41.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Jim Segrito to start making my scheme so I can just have the same number. Throughout.
He's in that Juan Escamilla, the 41.
I hear you. Well, I'll move you down. Do you guys both want to get moved? I got the two young kids, the up and comers that are 13,
you get them in here.
14 years old on the come up. Easton Collins and his spotter, Aiden Ostrich, who they are in here right now. Easton Collins and the Ostrich. You guys got comms?
Yes, we do.
Yep, I do.
All right, man. Well, the race ending is obviously controversial right now, as the admin teams are working diligently trying to figure out where iRacing made a mistake with their flag man. They're trying to figure out basically if it's a Larkin Boyer win or if it's Justin Lee Pearson win. They're working on that. But we're looking at the board here. Easton at one point was down 10 laps. First question, how did you become 10 laps down, Easton?
I guess it's multiple wrecks, because I used most of my faster pairs in the first stage. So then I stayed in pits for 6 minutes because I turned it off not thinking we were going to pit and not thinking we were going to get damaged. So I turned it off and wait for pit for tires and fuel. So I sat there for 6 minutes, and then that's how I went down.
So basically you forgot to turn it back on is what you're saying.
Yeah. Basically.
Man, I don't know what you're using, but you can always get a tablet You can get Stream Deck. You can link your phone. Your phone or your tablet to Stream Deck. You can provide. I use a tablet, and you can create buttons within that, and there's an entire like widget system for iRacing in Stream Deck, and you can have your fast repair buttons, your tires. If you want your fast repair off, you just tap that button and it'll illuminate red. If you want it on, you tap it, it illuminates green. Same with tires. If you want just lefts, just rights, it's a click of a button, and very helpful. It helps to prevent mistakes like that, but it's not 100% because I still make the mistake and forget to turn it on, and in some cases forget to turn it off. It's really bad when you burn a fast repair with light damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we got your spotter in here too, Aiden. How did you see it from the spotter's perspective? If you guys would have had another 10 laps, do you think you and Easton were going to be able to move that 63 car up into the top 10?
I wouldn't say top 10, top 15 probably. We just had so much damage at the end after that final caution, after we hit the back end of the white car. There was nothing much we could do after that. We had 6 minutes, and we thought we were going to go back racing, but then we saw the end of session. We were both just confused, and we didn't know what to do.
Absolutely. That it's a tough one to swallow when an issue that's out of everybody's hands kicks off right at the end of the race. But nonetheless, we had 100 laps of racing here in Talladega on the Highline Racing Network. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We hope you guys had a chance to look at a quick little clip we made of some fans. There was definitely a bunch of Easton Collin fans. Were you guys able to see that little clip?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Outstanding.
That was really cool.
And it's just that kind of stuff like that, man, that separates the Highline Racing Network from the rest. We have a full show that covers down on the Highline Racing Network League that kicks off on Sundays. We've got the league schedule up, as you can see. We'll be at Richmond this Sunday for 100 laps with IRSS and Talladega rounding out the rest of the season, and then we're going to be on a little bit of a break. We're still going to be running hosted races like this on a regular basis, but we're looking at some major expansions into the league, and we hope to see you guys come along with us. And we'd love to see Aiden, step out of the spotter role, move into a racer role. He's definitely going to need your help, Easton. Get that license up to at least a C class before he can run in the Highline Racing Network. But I'm confident that you two guys are some go-getters, and you'll get it taken care of, and you'll get it done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Within this next little bit of time here, I'd probably say within the next month, I'm getting a PC, and I should probably be racing with Easton. We'll be helping each other.
Hey, that's good news. Well, we're gonna wind this down right now. Lark, you still got comms?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, you being potentially the winner tonight, either way, we know you're a podium finisher, so we'll get that pulled up on screen right now. But basically, we're going to let you give the final word, and we're going to end this broadcast, and we'll get Aiden and Easton pushed back down. We appreciate you guys coming up and chatting with us, guys.
Thank you.
For having us. Yeah.
All right, Lark, you got final word. What you got?
I just want to thank, everybody that come out tonight and came and watched. We couldn't do this without the fans of Highline. I know I'm impressed with Highline. I've been there since they've pretty much started the thing, and Tommy's doing a great job. So y'all keep watching, subscribe up and keep coming to these races. We're just going to build up from here. So proud of everybody for coming out, and I just want to thank all my sponsors. I want to thank my teammates. I'm very grateful for everyone that has helped me, to this point. And, I just hope everybody has a good night. And y'all stay tuned and tune in on Sunday for that Richmond race.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, we'll get Larkin moved back down. We appreciate. Great job tonight, Lark, and hope to see you. Well, you're going to be in Richmond for the race, but who knows? Maybe you'll be able to watch a little bit of the Highline Racing Network race on YouTube later on in the evening that day.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to tune in, and I'll be in the comments and stuff. So.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to put you down with the admin, see if you can hear what they're hashing out. Great job tonight, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Well, that is definitely going to wrap it up right here on the Highline Racing Network. We will see you. The Highline Racing Network will be running again tomorrow. It will not be broadcasted, but the guys, the admins of Highline, will be running another race, and we will be with you right back at, it's going to be at 7:30 Eastern is when the lobbies will open, and at 8:30 Eastern, the race will kick off Sunday at Richmond on the Highline Racing Network, and I'll be with you broadcasting once again. I want to thank each and every one of you guys. We had an outstanding chat tonight. We had a lot of guys, speaking up. It was a good time. I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you guys again here next week. I'm Tommy Rogers signing off. We'll see you guys Sunday.
Please don't leave. See y'all next week.
Yeah, I'm in the veins, feeling like a dark horse. Nothing can contain me. I'm here to pause. Every race I'm taking, you know what I leave a coast. Counting all the wins, it's me they love the most.